My name is Stephanie. For those people who are joining us for the first time and you don't know what this channel represents, perhaps this is just the first time I'm coming across to you on YouTube. So Stephanie Glam is a channel that has been started to help educate people on how they can become a better version of themselves. So Stephanie Glam is now going to about 4 years of age, and we have been able to bring up so many educative points and so many educative material that has helped to teach people on how they can grow to become a better version of themselves, either in their family life, in their career, within their friendship, within their community and society. Stephanie Glam brings up educative content to help us all grow to become a better version of ourselves in everything that we hold dear. So if this is the first time you have tuned in today, I just want to say a very big thank you. And I hope that you stay to the end of this topic for today. Hopefully, you never know, you may pick up something that will help you. And for my existing subscriber, I just want to say thank you so much because you are one of the reasons why I show up on this channel. So if you've not yet subscribed to this channel, I want to say please click the subscribe button, and if the video of today resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up because it helps me to bring more educative topic, and is also a form of encouraging me to be consistent in bringing more educative points and highlights that can help you in the things that you hold dear. So without further ado, we're going to be touching on a sensitive topic that I've titled Being Your Authentic Self. Yes, at the moment we live in a society that has been clouded up with so many disturbances, and sometimes people do get discouraged and trying so hard to fit into the norm that the society has structured out for themselves. And sometimes it's really a difficult place to be because you don't know whether to turn left or to turn right. And sometimes you find it so hard to bring up your true personality and show up the way you really want to show up in the things you hold dear. And it is frustrating to be authentic in this current society that we live in. But I want to encourage you, if you fall into that situation, please do not give up, because even with the old false and fake things happening around us, there are still people that believe in authenticity and people that still believe in good morals and values. And if you're able to find those people within your circle of friends, within your local community and society that are able to cheer you up and support you to be the true person you really are, I think that is a big blessing, and there can be no price tag on it. So I want to say, please do not feel as if you are the only one in this situation, because I bet you there are so many other people that are living in this lifestyle, trying to be who they are, but finding it hard to be who they are or to stay true to their values and morals. So today I'm going to be showing you or bringing you points that you can help to differentiate yourself from the crowd and stand out as your own true self. So what does it mean to be authentic? Okay. For me, I have been able to identify that being authentic to myself is living in alignment with my true values, my true beliefs, and the true morals that I've set for myself. And sometimes this feeling can be coming from other people's expectation, and sometimes you may find it hard to be authentic when other people have laid out a platform for you to work on, and you're finding it hard to differentiate yourself from those platforms that they've set for you. This may also involve true self-awareness and encouragement to express your genuine thoughts and desires, which sometimes can be challenging. Being your true authentic self is not an instant discovery, so don't think that you need to be in ace to be able to demonstrate how you really feel in this society. Being your authentic self can be a journey of self-discovery, different from societal or parental expectation, which can lead sometimes to greater fulfillment, stronger connection, and ability to pursue your own dreams and your own potentials. In the place of wanting to be your authentic self, be mindful that you may step on some toes, and not everyone is going to agree with you in the first instances or in the choices that you make. My dear viewers, when you feel confronted with this such kind of situation, do not give up. Do not give up, because this is when you need to have a strong skin and a thick skin for yourself to discover your own tribe. So what do I mean by discovering your own tribe? I mean that in times of challenges or difficulties, whereby you are finding it hard to be your true authentic self, maybe in the situation, in the environment that you are in, what you need to do is to try and figure out those people who are in like minds like you, those people that have thoughts like you, those people that identify with who you are. Those are the people that will be your own support system. Because when time comes and when the people that doesn't agree with you try to confront you with challenges, the only way of escape for you during that time is to seek out support from the true people that truly identifies with your true belief. This way, you'll be able to stand out from the crowd and be your own true self in the midst of confusion and disagreement. Now, we've talked a little bit about how to be our authentic self in the current climate and society that we live in. So now the next thing we're going to be looking at is that we're going to be looking at how do we become our authentic self. What are the key attributes? What are the key things that we need to look out for us to stand out in such commotion and confusion happening around us, for us to demonstrate our true identity, our true morals, and our true beliefs, even when other people don't agree with us. The first thing we should be looking at is what I will call self-awareness. So what do I mean by self-awareness? This is knowing your true passions and what truly drives you and what truly makes you happy. Or what makes you sad, What are the things that doesn't align with you? What are the things that makes your heart crave when you see so much injustice or so much disparities happening around you? You cannot really know these things except you are aware. So you need to be open to the knowledge. You need to be open to the events that are happening around you, whether good or bad. So when I say open to the events happening around you, I'm not saying that you need to consume things that doesn't align with you. But when you are knowledgeable and you are aware of the happenings around you, you can be able to differentiate what you want to agree to and what you don't want to agree to. Like, for example, if somebody invites you to an event or an occasion or a gathering that their beliefs or the purpose for that gathering does not align with you, you're going to say no to it, won't you? Because how would you say no to it? Because you already know, you're already aware that those things does not align with you. So it's easy for you to say, no, I am sorry, I cannot involve myself in such because it doesn't align with who I truly am or what I stand for. But if you're not aware of it, someone invites you or take you to a place, you just agree with it, and before you know, you start consuming things or start getting in the wrong crowd or in the wrong settings that you truly don't want to be in. And before you know it, if you're not careful, you will just be integrated into such kind of lifestyle. And before you know it, you become one of those people. And thinking that is not really who you want to be, and that is not what you really stand for. But because you are not aware of it, incidentally you get involved in it, and that may take you into a wrong path that you do not envision yourself to be. So the best way to avoid such scenario is by being aware through self-awareness. Okay, so another point is another key attribute is that you need to align yourself, and that comes with aligning yourself with your actions. What are the actions you're taking? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings that you are taking? Does this feelings or action, does it match with your inner self-esteem? Does it match with what you stand for? If you feel that there is a sense that it doesn't match with what you stand for or what your belief system is, that is an hint for you to step out of such environment or such situation, because it is not in alignment with your goals, with your vision, and with the values you've set for yourself. The third point is integrity. Integrity is very important. If you want to be authentic, you need to have a sense of integrity. And what do I mean by having a sense of integrity? Is by staying true to yourself and true to your identity. This is also by acting in ways that reflect your beliefs, acting in ways whereby that reflect your interactive style, even in times of difficult situation or in times of difficult environments. By having a sense of integrity in yourself, you'll be able to communicate effectively and separate yourself from such things that is not aligned with your authentic self. Another point is by self-acceptance. So what do I mean by being self-acceptance? This is embracing your whole self. This is including your imperfections, because we are not all perfect while still trying to be the best. So perfection is not something that happens in just a day. Perfection comes with time. It comes with experience. But when you are self-acceptance of who you are, of what you stand for, of what differentiate you from the others, you'll be able to embrace yourself, and also you'll be able to embrace your imperfection while also striving to be the best version of yourself. And this way you are able to maintain your authentic self in the face of disagreements or situation that comes your way. Another key attribute of being authentic to our true self is true courage. True courage is by speaking your mind, setting boundaries with your loved ones, with the people around you. Let them know you for who you are. Because if somebody knows you for who you are, they will have second thoughts to even introduce you to things that does not align with yourself. So let them know you. So you cannot be your authentic self by faking it, to be honest. Let your people, let your friends, let your family know who you are, know your values, know your morals, know your belief system. So that before they even bring anything your way, they will say they know you and they know the kind of things they will bring your way and the kind of things that they shouldn't bring into your path. But when they don't know who you are, or maybe when you've tried to form a fake persona to them, they bring things to you, and if you decide not to agree with them, then they start wondering, but we know this is how you are, so why are you saying no to us? But when they know you for your true self, it will be hard for them to bring up any suggestion or anything that does not identify with your morals and your value. And for you to be this way, it takes a lot of courage to pursue your own path without fear of judgment. And even if you do decide to pursue your own path, and if somebody along your pathway does not agree with you or is trying to discourage you from coming out of that true path that identifies with your authentic self, that is a signal for you to know that this person is not one or someone you should identify yourself with. And that is a way for you to differentiate yourself from that person before they lure you into something that does not agree with your true nature. So we've looked at the key attributes of how we can be our authentic self. We've talked about self-awareness. We've talked about alignment with our true self. Talked about integrity, staying true to ourselves, talking about self-acceptance, and we've also touched on the topic of being courageous to let people know who you are as a person. Okay. So now, the next part we're going to be looking at is how to cultivate authenticity. Yeah, it's hard. In this current climate, it is hard to stay true, okay, to who you truly are, to your morals and beliefs. But there is a way you can be able to do that, okay? Number one is to reflect. What do I mean by reflecting? How do you cultivate authenticity? By reflection. This is by regularly checking with yourself through journaling or through questioning situations or events that comes your way. By this, you have a better understanding and a better understanding about yourself and a better understanding about the kind of feelings that you hold there. You are able to differentiate right or wrong. You are able to identify with what to say yes to and what to say no to. And this is by constantly reflecting on your actions, reflecting on your behavior, reflecting on your characters, reflecting on yourself, speaking the truth to yourself to be able to stay out of those things that does not reflect who you truly are. Another way of how we can cultivate authenticity is by identifying values. What are your values? What stays true to you? What matters to you? Defining what truly matters to you and using those as your compass, using those as your guideline, as your strategy to avoid situationship that may interfere with your values or beliefs. You cannot do that if you don't know who you are, and that is by identifying your own true values. Another point is by following curiosity. You need to be curious in this life. You need to be curious in this day and age. And this is by exploring new hobbies or interests that genuinely excites you, not forgetting those interests and hobbies that identifies with your true values and identifies with who you truly are. Another point on how we can cultivate authenticity is by setting boundaries. Yes, you cannot be your true authentic self if you don't know how to set boundaries, if you don't know how to say no, if you just take in any Tom and Harry that comes your way. No, that is a way of digressing you out of your true paths. So for you to be your true authentic self, you need to know how to set boundaries, healthy boundaries, how to say no to things that does not align with your true self, okay? And if you want to do this, you may have to spend time with supportive people. Because if you don't spend time with the supportive people that identifies, that supports you, it is easier to say yes to things when you really should be saying no to things. So saying no to things that doesn't align with your values and spending time with supportive people that encourages you is a way of setting healthy and positive boundaries. One more point on how to cultivate authenticity is by practicing self-compassion. You need to be compassionate to yourself. You need to have mercy on your own self. You need to treat yourself with kindness. You need to respect your feelings, listen to your body, listen to your brain, listen to your thoughts. Allow yourself to be imperfect in the midst of situations that doesn't align with your true identity. But this is not an excuse to encourage pure behavior. Because when you practice self-compassion, you know that it is a journey, it is not a destination. Let's be mindful that authenticity is a journey. It's not the final destination. So if you somehow missed it before, have compassion upon yourself that you can always retrace your steps back to the right foundation, back to the right path. So, why does being authentic matters? Why do we really need to be authentic? Now, you will say, oh, Stephanie, you've talked about aspect of authenticity, how to cultivate authenticity. But why do I need to be authentic when there are so many false news, false people around me? Why should I be true to them when they are not true to me? Why can't I just fake it and join the crowd that fakes it also? Well, let me tell you, my dear viewers, there is a good that comes from being authentic. Because when you're authentic, being authentic matters. It leads to fulfillment. Being authentic and living an authentic lifestyle reduces internal conflict and increases your overall happiness. Have you ever been in a situation whereby you did something and you said something, and then later on there is this inner guilt that comes from your belly? Because you know within your heart, this is not who I am. This is not how I should have responded. But due to the events or circumstances at that time, you had to behave or act in a way that doesn't reflect your true authentic self. And you feel guilty inside of you. Do you feel happy when you feel like that? Of course, the answer is no. Because you really are an authentic person, but situations in life has made you act in an inauthentic way. So that is why we say authenticity matters, because when you're authentic, you have a sense of fulfillment, and it reduces stress, it reduces conflict within yourself, and it increases your own overall happiness, because those that are for you will be for you, and those that are not for you, they will not be for you. And it is okay to feel that way. It's not the end of the world. Okay, all right. So another point of why being authentic matters is that it leads to stronger relationship, it leads to stronger community, it leads to stronger companionship, it leads to stronger friendship. Being authentic leads to deeper and more genuine connections with others. Because when your family, your loved ones, and your friends know you for who you truly are, they appreciate you the more. They appreciate the relationship they've built up with you. They appreciate you for standing up for your true self. And through that way, you never know, you may encourage them to stand up for their own true self. And those are the people that support you because they trust you. And they are the ones that are able to hold your hands and guide you through when times of difficulties or challenges comes. That is why when you're authentic, it truly matters, because you form a deeper connection, a stronger relationship, and a stronger bond with those people that loves and care about you. Authenticity also matters because it leads to empowerment. It builds confidence and the courage to live a life on your own terms. Because when you're authentic, you're able to choose your own platform. You're able to choose your own community. And you're able to choose your own hobbies and your own friends. And there is nothing as fulfilling as empowering like that. To live life on your own true self, being authentic and stay true to your own identity and beliefs. So, my dear viewers, to sum up this, we will say being authentic comes by knowing ourselves, our mind, and our body. Because let's look at it this way. If we fear our own inner feelings, if we fear our own inner experience, we will avoid our own self and lose connection with those that truly matters to us. So, my dear viewers, try and stay being your own true authentic self. Not everyone will agree with you, and it's fine. But those that are for you will stay true to you for choosing to be authentic. So with that, we've come to the end of the topic for today. It's been a pleasure bringing this to you viewers. I myself, I have learned from this little research that I have done. Please give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, and if you've not subscribed, this is a good opportunity for you to subscribe to Stephanie Glam, because you're going to be helping me, and you also are going to be encouraging me to stay true to myself, because there's nothing like bringing so much educative content to this platform, because I know that I'm helping you, and while helping you, I'm also helping myself. So till I meet you again on another lovely topic, stay true, stay authentic, and stay safe. Thank you. Bye.